Hi there. Today I wanted to share with you guys a really cool, useful tool that I use all the time in Lightroom when I'm editing for clients. And it's something that took me a little bit to learn about. I didn't realize it even existed for probably the first year or two that I worked within Lightroom. So hopefully this is a great little tidbit for some of you that haven't begun using it yet. And I'm going to tell you about virtual copies. So when you are in the library module of Lightroom, you have your library of photos here from your session, and you go through and you do your culling, you flag, you mark however you mark your photos that you want to start working on. Now, I have here an example of a client session, adorable Zach, great little model, and I did these photos and I applied a preset that I was really happy with. I did some editing and some tweaking to presets and I applied a look to it that I really liked. But say, for example, you want to play with a couple of different looks for your photos. This style here has a little bit more of a vintage feel to it, a little bit more of that muted contrast. So say, for example, I wanted to try a couple of different styles of editing on the same photo. What you can do is you select one photo, and then if you're on a PC, you right click. If you're on a Mac, you press Control and then click, and you bring up that menu. And under stacking, you're going to see this create virtual copy. When you click on that, it's going to literally copy that photo in whatever the current state is. So here I have copy 2 of 2. So here's my original, here's my copy. The great thing is, if you select this copy, you go into the develop module, and I can reset this. Let's let this load for a second here. Okay, so I can reset this. Here's my original. And now I'm gonna turn it a touch, kind of even that out. But I can now apply a completely different edit to this. So maybe I'm going to add, let's just pick one of my other presets here. Completely different look, right? So here's the virtual copy, and here's the original edit that I did. And you can see it's got different looks. You can play around with different versions of a photo before you commit to what you're going to turn into a client, or you can submit several versions. So I have this other version here. Say I really like it, and I say, you know what, I can't decide which one I want to turn in. You can actually export both copies of this, and it will export as separate files, just like if you had two separate shots of it. So it gives you so many more options for editing and keeping track of your edits and presenting several options to clients or for your portfolio purposes. So I love this tool. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's a great help to you. And I will be back soon with more Lightroom tips.